Hi, everybody. This is Kevin with the Country Music Time Machine, and right now we are pulling back the curtain on one of the longest-running and most celebrated annual music events in the entire world. That is the Country Music Association Awards. This isn't just an award show, it's the annual family reunion, a state of the genre address, and a dramatic showcase all rolled into one. It is quite simply country music's biggest night. There are two major country music awards presented annually. The Academy of Country Music Awards, the ACMs, held in the spring, and for years there was the CMT Awards, but because they are owned by a TV network, that show was put on pause for 2025, and we are not sure when the CMT Awards will even return. There are also the Billboard and Grammy Awards that happen yearly, but quite often, those two do not always reflect what is really happening in country music. To understand the CMA Awards, you first have to understand the organization behind it. What is the Country Music Association, or the CMA? The Country Music Association was founded in 1958 in Nashville, Tennessee. This was a pivotal moment in music history. Rock and roll was exploding, and there was widespread concern on Music Row that country music was losing its footing and its audience. The CMA was formed in response to that, becoming the first ever trade organization created to promote an individual genre of music. Its stated mission was to promote and develop country music throughout the world. This organization brought together artists, songwriters, record executives, broadcasters, and publishers to act as one unified voice. They didn't just want to save country music, they wanted to expand it. And the best way to do that, create a prestigious, televised event to honor country music's best and brightest. The first CMA Awards banquet and show was held on October 30th, 1967, at the old Municipal Auditorium in downtown Nashville. That inaugural night, hosted by Sonny James and Bobby Gentry, was not televised. The big winners included Jack Green, who took home Single, Album, and Song of the Year for There Goes My Everything, and the legendary Eddie Arnold, who became the very first winner of the night's most coveted prize, the Entertainer of the Year. The show was such a success that the next year, in 1968, it was taped for broadcast on NBC. But the truly monumental shift came in 1969 when the CMA Awards became a live network television special for the very first time. This move cemented its status as a major mainstream event, bringing the Grand Ole Opry sound and the Nashville scene directly into living rooms across America, and establishing it as the longest-running annual music awards program on network TV. The first decade of the CMA Awards was about establishment, but the years that followed would be about breaking barriers and creating those unforgettable history-making moments. The history of these CMA Awards is defined by moments of trailblazing and controversy. In 1971, one of the most powerful and groundbreaking moments occurred when Charlie Pride won the award for Entertainer of the Year.
The Entertainer of the Year, yeah, he's due. Ladies and gentlemen, my buddy, Mr. Charlie Pride.
I'm shaking again. I don't know what, I don't talk too well. All I can say is that I was talking with Lynn Anderson's husband, Glenn Sutton, back there, and when Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys was standing out here singing, it kind of brought back memories when I used to pick that cotton back at home and listen to this place in this Ryman Auditorium. So I'm just happy that everybody that's responsible for me having this, I love them and thank you, everybody.
Pride, who had already racked up a string of massive hits, became the first black artist to win the CMA's top prize. His victory shattered racial barriers in a genre that was, at the time, overwhelmingly white. He would go on to win Male Vocalist of the Year back-to-back in 71 and 72, forever changing the face of country music. The very next year, in 1972, another ceiling was broken. The coal miner's daughter, Loretta Lynn, became the first woman to ever win Entertainer of the Year.
Country Music Entertainer of the Year is Loretta Lynn.
I'd like to say that I've won a lot of awards, and this is one that I have been nominated for, but I never did get. And this, I think, is the only one that I haven't gotten. The only thing, I'm real happy, but the only thing that I'm kind of sad about is my husband is gone hunting. He couldn't make it back in to share my happiness with me. Thank you.
This monumental victory paved the way for future female stars like Dolly Parton, Reba McEntire, and Carrie Underwood to be recognized at the genre's highest level. But boy, 1975 at the CMA Awards was on fire. The most scandalous moment in CMA history, one that epitomized that battle for the soul of the genre, came in 75. The Silver Fox, Charlie Rich, was tasked with presenting the Entertainer of the Year award. When he opened the envelope and saw the name of the winner, the clean-cut, pop-leaning John Denver, Rich famously pulled out that lighter from his pocket and set the card on fire right there on live television.
The winner.
My friend, Mr. John Denver.
Rich was making a dramatic protest against the increasing influence of pop country on the genre. Denver accepted the award via satellite from Australia, but the moment became an instant legend, marking a clear line in the sand between traditionalist and the new guard. And that battle between traditionalist and now hip-hop and pop country continues on. The CMA Awards have always been a spectacle, and in 1993, Reba McEntire turned a fashion choice into a cultural moment. Performing her dramatic duet, Does He Love You, with Linda Davis, Reba stepped out in a plunging, bright red velvet dress. The outfit caused a sensation. Some gasped in shock, others cheered with appreciation. I know I cheered. And it was all anyone could talk about the next day. It was a clear sign that country music was embracing a new, modern, and often sexier image, and Reba, though already a superstar, cemented her status as a daring contemporary icon. As country music continued to evolve, so did the CMA Awards' ability to capture the national mood and create cultural touchstones. Following the devastating events of September 11, 2001, the nation was still reeling when the CMA Awards took place in November. Alan Jackson took the stage with a single spotlight and a chair to debut a song he'd written in response to the attacks. Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning? This raw, emotional, and deeply personal performance resonated instantly, offering a form of musical therapy to a grieving nation. It became one of the most significant and moving moments in the show's history. The CMA Awards have always been a launchpad for future superstars. In 2009, at just 19 years old, Taylor Swift became the youngest person ever to win the Entertainer of the Year award. Her emotional speech was a passing of the torch, signaling the arrival of a new generation of artists who seamlessly blended country music storytelling with pop power.
And the CMA Award for Entertainer of the Year goes to Taylor Swift. I will never forget this moment, because in this moment, everything that I have ever wanted has just happened to me.
In a show known for its glitz and pop crossover appeal, 2015 provided a moment that felt like a return to the genre's soulful traditional roots. Before that night, Chris Stapleton was a respected but largely unknown session writer.
Chris Stapleton!
Album of the year goes to Chris Stapleton, Traveler. Chris Stapleton!
He won the Male Vocalist of the Year, New Artist of the Year, and Album of the Year for Traveler. But it was his stunning duet with pop star Justin Timberlake on Tennessee Whiskey that truly launched him into the stratosphere, spiking his album sales and proving the power of a single CMA performance to create a legitimate overnight superstar. From its humble, untelevised beginnings in 1967 to the multi-million-dollar live broadcast it is today, the CMA Awards has been more than just a ceremony. It's been a mirror reflecting the internal conflicts, the triumphs, and the ongoing evolution of country music. It has given us heroes like Charlie Pride and Loretta Lynn, memorable shocks like Charlie Rich's fiery protest and Reba's beautiful red dress, and moments of national healing through the power of a simple song. It is a celebration voted on by industry peers, making its honors uniquely significant. And every year, it reminds us why country music holds a powerful and enduring place in the American cultural landscape. This is Kevin with the Country Music Time Machine. Let's keep it country.